right. You know me, gotta do all the blacksmith work. Back in our natural element.
Where is he now?
I gotta figure out a way in, but I'm too focused on... What job do you need me to do?
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
How I'm gonna get in there to talk to the captain and everything.
And when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
Cuts to Henry. Oh man, I really need to make some more horseshoes.
That miserable blacksmith.
Yeah, we get it. You hate the blacksmith.
Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith?
Bang, bang. Work on this damn horseshoe. This is just my life now. There he is.
Great.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
The end of that horseshoe.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
That fool of a blacksmith. Oh, that's a U. We did it.
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
Sure. Let's have a look at that chest and I'll get to it. As it happens, I know how to deal with locks.
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious.
I'll help you out.
Seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You go in with me and you're helping me. Come along.
Okay.
What a day. I burned the roux in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it. But
Excuse me.
after all, I'm just a stupid cook-fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones.
The hell happened to that guy?
What did I do to deserve this? Oh!
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth. Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
Thank you.
My friend.
Careful.
Sorry.
make sure those liverwursts are well
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! Ah! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to read?
Species de keep it, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de
Yeah, how
Horis
about that, you
Santatis,
fuckface?
De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Now, don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad
Yeah,
to hear
I don't
it.
want you naked.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right.
You two were having that issue where the internet just decided to crap out. Or not even. Just like the internet just out and stops connecting for a while. It's like a server issue because it just happens. Not my internet. Second YouTube, I'm sorry. God, it's not like a timed choice. Sorry, everyone. We're just not even my internet. It's just something keeps disconnecting. Like, I think it's whatever server I've been connected to. I don't know why. For some reason, it's just been randomly just cutting out for no reason without any indications of why.
Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle. Naked.
That's one way to do it.
So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worse in October.
The hell's
Then
October?
I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God. What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
I don't have the required remedy, but I could brew it. Only I don't have the apparatus for that. And also, I could use some medical literature.
Don't worry about that. Our surgeon is also often at a loss.
Oh, that's great.
I expect you'll find everything you need in his study. It's upstairs in the Crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so, but I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble.
Oh,
Don't
so they'll
worry.
just believe that.
Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind. Oh!
Oh, the pain. I guess I can go do that. I'll help the asshole. Also, here you go.
About that horseshoe.
Well?
Yeah.
Well, what are you standing around here for?
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella.
I noticed,
Unlike
like
me.
you.
I can't wait.
Thomas, horseshoe, H is where I want to go.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
Who goes there?
Nothing.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Looking around. You know, I like to explore, dabble in the arts of things that are not mine.
If you're after some leftovers,
What do you need?
What do you...
And for sale, I have no money.
Maybe next time then. What would you like this?
I need a
Certain.
I'd like to...
All right, but
I don't got that much.
I'm.
I don't got any money for that.
I apologize.
Do I look like I just carry cash?
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Not my problem. Hello there, guard. Get in there. I mean, I probably could. Just walk in, I'm like, nope.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question. Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
They let me out. I have to work off my sentence.
Really? Here. And what kind of important work would that be?
The Chamberlain sent me. He needs something for his stomach.
That slimy toad? If he doesn't watch out, his stomach will be the least of his worries.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Just him stare like, what do I want to say?
I'm not stupid. You've no business here. You're snooping around in the surgeon's stuff and God knows what else. It could land you in trouble.
Oh, yeah? How?
Well, for instance, I could take something here. Don't forget, I might be slaving here today, but tomorrow they'll get fed up with me and they'll probably kick me out by morning. And you'll still be here. So it'll be on you. For sure someone saw you coming here.
And you too, no?
Well, there's quite a big difference between you and me. The guards don't pay much attention to me.
Yeah, they're not looking at me.
You-
I get it. Sometimes it's an advantage.
And sometimes not. So, to the point.
All right.
What's your name? It's
Medicine
Catherine.
you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might be lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
Sure. That's what you really want to say you're doing. All right. What have we got in here? Shit. I was gonna say, which potion do you need? He needs that like digestive potion. Ew. Dude, calm down. All right. I don't think I know how to make one of those. There you go. Oh, another bell.
The second toll for Hans.
That I really want out of that. Hello. You get lonely sometimes up here? Nothing of interest for me here. I mean, there might be. Well, I don't know how crazy the DLC is going to be. I don't remember too much of the first one. They were like, you know, some added gameplay, like having Mutt was kind of one of the DLCs in the first. They had one where you ran a town or like helped rebuild a town, but I never got to actually play. I know they mentioned 3 DLCs in their roadmap. I just don't know how big they're going to be.
Sir, about...
Yes?
I have exact... Sir, I'd recommend that you take this digestive potion to settle your stomach. Take it after every meal. And don't forget, a good diet, and do not get upset.
All right. Thanks, then.
And now you ought to go and lie down, sir.
Lie down? Me? Ha! Without me, this place would grind to a standstill.
Sir, medicine isn't enough. You also need rest. Otherwise my potion won't have much effect.
Oh, all right, then. I'll try it.
And another thing. I don't want to bother you, sir, but I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
I've always wanted to take a look at your chapel. I'm a great admirer of the master who painted the altar there.
Oh, go where you want. I'll inform the guards.
Thank you.
Do whatever. Just leave me alone.
Careful.
There you go, buddy. I got that horseshoe.
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time, put some effort into it.
He's a swell dude. I was told I can go anywhere. Doesn't seem to care that I'm trespassing. Hey, Hans.
Hans! Are you there?
Hey.
Henry! Is that you? You've got to get me the fuck out of here. They want to hang me.
I think they're just exaggerating. Don't worry. It'll be all right.
I don't know. But I don't want to be stuck in here anyway. This is no place for me. A noble.
Well, unfortunately, no one believes you are one.
You've got to find that Captain Thomas, who can testify who we are.
God, you're so blurry.
But they took him during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden Tower. They won't let me in there.
Jesus! Why do I have to have such rotten luck? Christ's wounds.
Well, we've been damn lucky all the time I've known you. It was only a matter of time before it turned to shit.
It's all the same. How did you get in here anyway? Did they let you come and see me?
Oh, not exactly. I shouldn't be here. And if they catch me, the game's up.
That's not good. There's a guard just around
Yeah,
the
I just
corner
walked
watching the
past
jail.
him.
Well, I'll have to try and get further. I'll manage it somehow.
Just don't get caught.
Hope he doesn't see me. Pretty awful if he did. Know where I'm going in this place.
You want me to arrest you? Leave that door be.
Hi. Looks like I could have my belongings. If I had my belongings, I could kill them. I am the master. I'm just back in this place. Sit in your poop hole. Hello? I was told I can come up here. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going.
The third toll. I'd better get moving. Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
What actually happened to him?
They were attacked by bandits by the pond. His mare, Arrow, brought him home. He was completely out of it. And little wonder, the way he was hacked up. If the surgeon was here, he'd be in his care. Some of his wounds have healed, but now he has a fever. He's been bedridden for 3 days.
I'm sorry. I heard that your brother is lying in a fever, so I brought something for him that might help.
Really? I don't know what to say. And I was against dragging Thomas to the chapel. I felt it would only burden him more.
I think I'm holding
Moves
something.
in mysterious ways. We ought to administer it to him quickly.
Yes, of course.
I did just steal like a bunch of potions, so.
His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
Oh boy. The problem is we know he's not going to die because we saw like in the few weeks later or before, like he got shot with an arrow and he was in a siege.
I urge you all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws, and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. The worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead.
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake.
But sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this. I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble!
I'll brawl all of you.
You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down!
Just kicks the log.
Christ's sake. Help me off this horse!
It's like, and he's dead. So back with the hanging? They're my clothes. What the fuck? Give my stuff back.
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
Cheeseburger, small cheeseburger.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit
Belt
at the book.
jiggling.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it? Well, it was somewhat unexpected. I must say, it was the first time I had a noose around my neck, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? I must say in his defense that he had my orders not to admit anyone to the castle, and to be cautious.
I understand, sir. At home, some bandits got into Tamberg by subterfuge, and it cost us a lot of effort to reconquer it.
I'm glad you understand. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy. But let us
I'm not going
leave
to argue
that
with any of that.
Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
I wouldn't be so bold.
I don't
as
really
to
have any
suggest
rights
that,
to argue.
sir. We are merely interested in whether you would sit down at the negotiating table with us. It's necessary to discuss the future of the kingdom, whether it's to be a common one or not.
The future is still a long way off for me, Lord Capon. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine, and it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to
His
show
belt
Sir
thing keeps
Jaromir
flapping.
respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger,
He's happy. Boing,
he'd come
boing,
back with
boing,
a
boing.
boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
We'll take care of it, sir.
Is it safe? We'll probably run
Count
into
on us.
bandits.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Uh,
Yeah, I want my stuff back, please.
Thank you, sir.
Worked hard for that armor.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor, a stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting.
He took my sword from my
But I
dad.
must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the
Look,
good
you better be
tidings
fucking
you
nice to
bring
me. I
from the
gave you a
battle.
digestive
Go
potion.
with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount, and therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish.
I don't.
Gentlemen, follow me.
I'm happy with Pebbles. I think Pebbles in the end has the better.
Allow me to.
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance!
You argue with him later about it?
What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offense.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
I go to my room.
I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more, I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I just want to go to my room.
Dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse
Yeah, I will. Maybe I won't, and I'll just leave and roam the countryside. Look at all the... This always has quests. It's just people want to punch again.
And we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Don't be surprised. My lord doesn't take kindly to those who insist on putting a rope round his neck.
I understand. I expect no one does. In any case, we'd have it a lot easier, your lord and I, if his behavior weren't so redolent of a bandit. Nevertheless, welcome to Trusky.
Thanks.
The finest and biggest castle you
Gonna get
shall
confused
ever see.
here.
Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell.
Give me this fucking runaround. I just want to go to my room.
But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talent. By the way,
Sorry.
this place is a maze for strangers.
Yep.
It's very easy to get lost.
I will. I already have. It was a miracle I found my way to Thomas.
The jail cells
Oh,
are
hey,
down
Mutt.
there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
Seems like you're in a good mood. Ulster's not troubling you anymore.
I'm better, thank you very much. But you can keep that little matter to yourself.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask how you were doing.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you.
I don't
Or
want
tell
it.
him you'll keep your own if you insist.
Yeah, I probably keep
Then
Pebbles. I
he'll
think
give
Pebbles
you
has a
proper
better
tack at
carrying.
least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
Finally got my fucking shit back. I don't even remember what I was wearing. I just got to put whatever I had on, and then we'll go from there. Better. He thinks too highly of himself. You know, more noble types. So cool. Fucking helmet. I think that would ring. Trying to like remember everything I had on. Just wear that. That's dark. Trying to remember, like, okay, what was the dark clothes I wore? All right. Put you away. You. That. Hope I'm wearing everything again. No. This fucking helmet. Ridiculous. Through here. I was crossbow and bolts. Dagger. Gotta put a lot of those herbs away. So many fucking potions. I don't know why I went the longest way possible for that. Lack of armor, and then my one okay amount of armor on. Could be better. Thrusts still kind of hurt, but not bad. It's the fucking forge. I was like, holy shit, it's loud for a door opening. Better also equip my torch. Nothing I want, but thanks. Got you something. You'll love it. Slightly better. Like, it gives me better protection. I just always hate wearing these because I want to see, like, the metal. Clearly, it looks better to wear, or like, it's nicer. All that shit, but I'm like, and it protects me through a little bit of stuff. Even if it's like a point or two, but I'm like, I don't want to wear it. I like seeing my, like, the metal of my armor. All right, we're sorted. Now we can sleep.